Welcome to the Lock-In Podcast, episode 21. We're now able to drink in America. Go on us. Welcome my co-host, Sean.
Hello.
Hello. And
Hello,
I'm host,
hello.
Joel. As always, we're British police officers this time. Hello. What's going on
Hello.
here, Den?
Oh no! Well, that's not way to get views at the moment. Let's be honest. That's the opposite. But I'm gonna say this.
Well, we can put Black Lives Matter in the tag now and protest. Done.
Boom.
We'll get them views again.
I'm gonna say this. I'm not sure people have been listening recently, but I have been on purposely trying to keep it as PC as possible. That's going out the window.
Oh God! Oh no! Maybe
So going to the 21 thing, America.
Yeah. Okay.
21.
All right.
America.
Yeah. Corona.
They're dealing with the corona badly. Maybe because Trump is a twat. But I mean, he got told that. Oh yeah, the more people get tested, the number increases. So I told them to stop doing testing. Hey?
Yeah, it's not the best logic.
But it doesn't stop the numbers from people dying. That's the I don't know. But the 21 thing. Back on the more cheerful subject I can make fun of and people won't get angry about as much.
Okay, all right, sounds good.
21. Why? Okay, America's relationship with alcohol is just strange.
Oh yeah. Is that?
It's just-
Is it the oldest nation to drink? Is 21 like the highest of any nation?
21 is the highest, and it's up there with. I don't want to call out a bunch of Middle Eastern countries, but a bunch of Middle Eastern countries.
Oh.
That have and because of religious views, they have strict alcohol things. It's not on them and everything else, but America. Well, they do have some crazy religious people in there. But overall, I wouldn't say America's a crazy religious nation. I don't know. That's like they treat like alcohol as this like bad thing, bad devilish thing, and everything else. And unfortunately, that just makes it cool. All you're doing is going like, "Hey kids, do you know alcohol? It's cool."
Yeah, I mean, I kind of get that. Like, well, actually, on that topic, before we go anywhere else, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a Morietta. Italian beer.
I do like a Moriarty. I can actually drink those beers. I don't know if I said that before. They actually have
Sweet.
like a tiny amount of gluten in, so I can drink that and Corona.
Well, Corona's just drinking piss, let's be honest.
But yeah, I know what you mean about how crazy it is out there that you have to wait so long because they're university parties, like or no, what was they
people
called?
die in
College
that
parties.
crap and everything else.
Yeah.
It's the most stupidest thing ever. Like you have to like lick a man's testicle just to have so you could have a drink when you're 16. It's like just.
What?
Oh, because do you not realise that to get into the sorority party you have to go through like a test thing, and the
hazing.
test things just get basically it's like we have to up the last year before, and of course it leads to a point where people are just like, yeah, people are dying
Yeah.
to get into
the
this
hazing.
party, so they just so they can have a beer. It's just so sad. Like imagine queuing up to get into heaven. It's like, how did you die? I drowned to death trying to so I can drink beer. It's such a depressing thing.
I had to hold my breath underwater the longest while bobbing for apples.
Yeah,
And I
it's or
died.
something stupid and everything else. It's like it's the most pointless. I don't get it. It's so stupid. And the other thing as well is like everyone goes to the army thing, and it's a fair thing and everything else. You know, you could be in the army. You know, the guy can actually cradle his best friend's head who just been blown off and everything else, and save the whole platoon. But because he's 18, it's a decaffeinated Dr Pepper Light for you. And don't go to bed before 9. After 9 even.
After
You know. Yeah, it's like what the hell? That's just stupid. Also,
Yeah, I kinda
America-
get where you're coming from. I was just picturing the idea of, that you were like cradling the guy's head when his head's been blown off. So I thought you just had the head, no body. He was like, look what I found. That's how I was picturing him. Like, look, oh Jimmy, come back.
yeah, you just know there's that one person, probably us in the army, who's insensitive. Like, here's Jimmy, found his head. Sorry,
It's over here.
too soon. It's too soon, isn't it?
Imagine, would you not play like Jason the Argonauts right there? You just like hold the
No,
guy's
just
head
throw it.
out and be like,
No.
turn them to stone. Like Medusa.
No, and I'll just go, hey, Dave, catch. Oh, this is such a morbid conversation.
It is, yeah. Well, you said no PC, so I guess
I did.
That's the point that we've gone
The other
to.
thing I want to point out, because let's be honest, every man has watched porn.
What's that, sorry?
In America, every man's watched porn.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure some people haven't, but majority.
No. The people who say they haven't are lying.
I'm
They
sure
will be
some
watching
people
after this anyway. But all right, how
No
come
interest.
America, the biggest producer of porn and everything else, they could be 18, being filmed, doing all sorts of disgusting stuff, yelling, I'm 18, but they can't go and get a shot of tequila. That's just stupid. What the hell's wrong with these people?
Yeah, they have to drown their sorrows somehow. How are they also
Yeah.
going to get past all those daddy issues?
Exactly. You know,
I have nothing against porn actresses, by the way. I think anyone in the adult entertainment industry can do what they want. It's just,
but they do regularly.
yes.
That's how they earn a living.
Good on them. Oh, my God.
The other thing I want to point out, sticking with America,
Mm-hmm.
do you think part of the reason America went to war in World War II against Germany was because Hitler made a better racist nation than America?
Oh, my God. The hell?
Well, there's America. They had segregation. They were taking the land of the Native Americans and everything else. And then of this small German-speaking person with a city mustache comes and goes, "Haha! I see your segregation, and I raise you concentration camps."
Oh, my God. Those were two different time frames, I believe. Was segregation still in America in 1940s?
Yeah, it was still in the 60s. I think it went in the 60s.
Really?
Or 50s. Yeah.
That's later than I thought it was. Damn. Yeah, maybe. I don't.
Actually,
Pearl Harbor
check
had nothing
that.
to do with it. They were like,
No, Pearl
Let's-
Harbor was just
let's go.
Pearl Harbor was a perfect excuse. Like, there was a discussion beforehand with the president going like, "We cannot let this person take our crown. I mean, kill people unmanly, in inhumane ways."
Yeah.
Kind of admire him for it. I can literally just imagine going like, "Can we just copy him? No, we can't do that because people look to us and say we're freedom. We can't. We push the word the land of the free as far as we can push it. All right. I think we literally start killing our own people. People start questioning that quote. All right.
I guess that's what they're doing right now. With all the Black Lives Matter protests, ripping it back round. Kill your
Yeah.
own people. All goes wrong. I mean, for obvious reasons. Well, so actually, wait. I was just thinking, who actually killed more? You know, like obviously they nuked Japan.
Yeah.
How many people did that kill? Like, was it? I presume it wasn't more than how many Hitler killed in the concentration camps. I was just wondering, actually. That'd be a
I
weird
actually
stat
don't
to
know because they literally wiped out 2 whole cities.
Yeah, but
Two
yeah.
massive cities, and
Yeah.
then there's also the fallout of what happened after. Because towards the end of the war in Japan, they were literally broke. They were literally on their knees. There were no money. They were literally starving on the streets and everything else. And yeah, more people died. Also, they didn't know about radiation sickness, so more people died from radiation sickness who were
Course,
attacked
yeah.
by those bombs and everything else. So it was just a huge. Japan was a huge disaster. It's a hard thing to. I don't know, to be perfectly
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, that's just an interesting stat that I thought of at
But
this moment.
It's the thing is, if dropping off nuclear bombs and everything else, it's not glorified in any way. It's the one thing that's in World War II that America's done. America's gone like, yeah, it was. They kind of go, it's a necessity, but man, do we feel bad doing it? It's like, yeah.
Yeah, like, oh, damn, that was awful. I think World War II in itself is very unglorified. I feel like everyone looks back at it and is like, we wish that just never happened. Like, all of it. Right?
In recent years, it's become unglorified. I think when we were kids, it was glorified.
Do you think?
Yeah,
I guess
when we were
there's
kids.
a lot of films, isn't there? There's a lot of World War II films, but I don't feel it ever
The one-
glorifies the violence that much. It kind of says, hey, look, like everything was bad. Everything that's happening is bad.
I think the one thing I will say, because we're English and everything else, and America speaks English badly, but they speak it. Well, they try. They get it wrong. I mean,
Exactly.
aluminum. It's aluminium.
They keep dropping their U's out of things as well. What's up with that?
They keep renaming things to make it easier to understand. It's like they don't understand. It's like you know, it's not just glasses, eyeglasses. Make sure they
you know
go
it's
so you know where they have to go. It's not the pavement; it's a sidewalk because it's on the side of the road. And it's like they don't know. We call a bin, which is both American, it's a trash can, but it's a bin. We know what a bin is. You don't get confused with another thing. It's no, we have to call it a trash can. That's where trash goes. It's like, well, no shit. You're not.
It's a metal can with trash in it.
It's not...
What was that accent? Damn, that was.
I don't know. I think you just offended the whole of America, and maybe even some Canadians with that one.
Yeah.
Just North America in general went, oh hell no.
Them and all their maple syrup over in Canada. What do they ride? What they? Oh, Mounties. Is that what they're called? Them and their Mounties.
Don't pick on Canada. They're like literally the most like innocent nation in the world. I like the fact that Canada is known as being the most like. It's a constant joke. The Americans are like, oh, Canada. They don't harm anyone. They're apologetic. They're really sorry and everything else. Number one sport, ice hockey. That's the most violent sport I've ever seen. They're literally the two guys. I literally watched the things like these two people have a history and everything else. The whistle blows. Literally seconds in, they're just literally just punching each other. They're not even trying to play hockey. They're just like, come on, let's have a fight. It's like, is this a sport? They're literally going around on ice on knives, and they go, do you know what? This would be a good time to punch someone in the face. It's like, no, that sounds awful.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Sounds like the worst
people
thing
get
in the
shoved
world.
through like the glass as well. I've seen like because it's all reinforced glass, and the people get thrown through it. Like I've seen it happen a couple of times.
Yeah, the thing is, as well, is like, if you need reinforced glass to protect the people who are watching it, something tells you that the violence needs to go down just a little bit.
Just a
like,
smidge.
Yeah, no, rugby's known for being like, you know, ridiculously rough and everything else. But even in rugby, you don't have to go like, right, we keep the players in a cage so they can't harm the people watching it. No, it's fine.
I was going to say, like most violent sports, it's like you're saying ice hockey. I mean, MMA put people in a cage, watch them fight. And it's like ice hockey, yeah, like you actually have like engulfing them in glass. It's like even harder to get past. Got to make sure they're super far away from everything else.
I'm trying to.
Oh, go on.
Because I know Tottenham's playing, I just want to check the score.
Oh, damn. Wait, we did... Oh, yeah, so we're filming this on Monday this time. Due to timing issues, I did put it on our Facebook and our Instagram, and I put a little... Hope everyone's having a great Monday image out on our Insta. Just to let everyone know. But yeah, we're recording this on the Monday. We had some timing issues over the weekend, but we're going to get this up Tuesday, hopefully, as long as all the editing and filming goes well now. And hopefully there won't be an issue at all. Fingers crossed.
For anyone who cares, Tottenham's currently not losing yet.
We're 15 minutes into the Tottenham game. We'll give you an update right at the end. How about we get off that Tottenham hype right now? Even though the football has been quite fun, we won't get on any more topic. We spoke enough about it last week. We just need... I just need to win the league now.
You can't do it. Let's be honest, Mickey's just taking it by storm, mate.
Mickey is pretty far away. That's our friend at the top of the league, unfortunately. But I'm going to give it my best shot. Anyway, yeah, I mean... What have you been up to this week? Or last week now?
Just sorting things out, really. I brought a new watch, which is...
Oh, you did. We spoke about it. You're wearing it right now. It's we actually went into Stratford, Westfield.
Yeah, is that the first time
for you?
Yeah, is that the first time you went into London?
Yes, that was the first time I'd went into London since lockdown. So almost since the beginning of the podcast, like the 12th of March or whatever. 13th of March was the last time I went into London. And that was my last day working. So that is mad. So yeah, we went in, and actually it was pretty good. I mean, there was only a few people with masks. Most people weren't, but people were giving you space. No one was walking too close to you. In the shops, they were all really, really good. Like the checkout stuff and everything was super like nice. So, you know, I feel like it was. I found it more surprisingly nice, surprisingly calm.
I feel like there's a few. Oh God, English language queues. There we go. That's the thing I need to think of. For a few shops that were like, that's just too big.
Oh yeah,
Next.
Primark and Next had way too big of a queue.
Apple as well.
Oh, and Apple, yeah.
But Apple always has a line anyway when it's not, even when it's not locked down. It's like a ridiculous queue outside. Like,
yeah.
Come on, one step at a time.
And Zara as well. Yeah, some of the big clothing stores were mad. We walked into All Saints though, and I bought two new tops. Absolutely no queue whatsoever.
Yeah. He's wearing one now. He looks like Zayn.
Zayn?
Zayn.
What's that? What's that from?
How I Met Your Mother.
Oh yes. I would do.
We are Zayn.
Yeah. It's a nice roll neck. It feels so good. It just feels great. It's very figure hugging. I'm a fan of it.
Yeah, it does look good on you. You do look so German though.
I do.
You
I
do
need to get
look
my
like-
hair cut.
Like,
Damn.
all you need to do now is be in charge of a concentration camp, and you're done.
That'll be. Well, is that the next job role? That's what I'm going for next time.
What if that's the next job role? I don't think me and you could be friends. I support Tottenham, and I got a slight tan. I mean, this is I'm the opposite of Aaron you can get. This is not going to go down well.
Damn right. All right. I'll make sure you get extra bread. Don't worry.
Oh, oh, that's nice.
There you go. Don't worry. I look after you.
And I only beat you once a month, not twice.
Exactly. I got to not make you
And I'll
too
tie
favourite.
yeah, exactly. And I'll tie pillows onto my boots just to soften it a little bit.
Yeah. See, we can work this out together. I
feel
did
like-
actually. Oh, go on.
Is joking about the Holocaust still too soon? Is it still too soon?
I mean, it depends how much we go into it. Like these sort of jokes, it's just light and about it, isn't it? Like if you just joked about 6 million people dying, I think that's still probably too soon. Maybe, I don't know. It's a tough one because I think you can joke about most things, you know, because obviously we're not being serious, but it was a big deal.
Well, yes.
So
I mean-
yeah, it's a toughie. I don't know. Maybe it is still too soon.
Well, too late now. We did the jokes.
Never mind. Yeah, I mean,
Whoops.
when I read The Tattooist, I think I've said this before. Like, I read The Tattooist. I recommend anyone to read The Tattooist of Auschwitz. Great book, really, really good. It's about one guy's life who was the tattooist. In there, or one of them. And it shows just how horrific this situation was. And when I went out to Auschwitz to see it, seeing like the halls that he was in, as halls, that sound like uni, or you know, like the prison block basically that he was in. Yeah, it's just incredible to think. Like, I was reading the book and like the conditions that he described, and then you see it. You know, it just was heart wrenching to think that this person survived it, got out, and then wrote about his experience. But it's brilliant. It's also a story of how he met his wife. It's a brilliant book. Recommend that to everyone. If anyone wants to
Was he a
read it.
person who felt guilt over what he was doing, or was he just kind of got roped into it?
Just
Out
got
of
roped
interest.
into it. He was a prisoner, and they said the one of the other guys got him the job because it was a cushy job there. He could either be out building, and he wasn't that type of frame, you know. And many people died during it, so he said, "Oh, I have to survive and be happy about it. I will, you know, survive a little bit more comfortable of a life. I can be the tattooist." And you got little perks. You got to work inside all the time, especially through the winter. He could talk to all the office workers and ended up finding extra medicine and food and stuff for people in his prison block. So he felt guilty that he had that privilege, but he made the most of it.
Yeah, so I spoke to one of the things that happens every now and then. A school will go like, "This someone who lived through this awful thing," and you could ask some questions. And I was lucky to. I don't get that privilege. It's not really much of. I'm not sure that's the right word, but I've got the opportunity to do it. And one of the questions someone asked him was, "What happened when you got liberated?" He was like, "Well, he got liberated by a Russian company." And when the Russians saw what happened, they tied all the German guards they got that near there and everything else, tied them up and went, "You can do whatever you want to them," because they were so disgusted. You could do whatever you want to them, and every single thing. Not one person killed the Germans. What they did was search for him for food. That's how hungry they were. They were like, the thought of anger and revenge did not even cross their mind. They were just like, "Nah, man, just eat. I'll take the boots. I could boil the boots and eat the fat off the boots and stuff like that." It was like that's the type of level of hunger that was.
That's mad.
That's just insane.
Yeah, I guess once you're in that point though, like, you don't think of revenge. Like, if someone's been in there for, let's say, a year, like, I know some of them were there for 3 years, but you know, most didn't survive that long. It's that to say revenge is sort of way gone past. Revenge is something like you focus on for a month, right? Maybe like 2 weeks. Like, once you've gone past that, you just know them as, you know, these untouchables, basically. Like, when you're in that position, you're so hungry, like, you've got nothing to go for. All you're doing is working each day and just trying to survive.
I don't know. I think survival just takes priority. I think revenge will come. I think the anger and the revenge and everything else comes later. I don't think that was
I'd
really
agree.
shocking. Was
Yeah, that's mad.
there was a documentary not too long ago actually about the Holocaust and people coming back from the Holocaust. Like the war was finished, they came back, and one of the stories was a woman came back and she went back to her home. She the thought of home is basically keeping her alive. She was one of the first people in. She basically spent a whole war in a concentration camp and cheated death by the thought of, I can go home, I can go back to my house. Go back to the house, someone else was living there and she was a stranger and she got basically told to bugger off. And the whole thing, the way she said it was like, that was the worst bit. It wasn't the concentration camp. The worst bit was going home and I'm no longer welcome. I'm homeless. I've got nothing left. Everything's been gone.
Yeah. Like possibly no family as well. Like where do you turn?
Yeah. Also,
terrifying.
The other thing as well, because there's who's thinking about Jewish gold. It's really weird. Germany lost this. Well, Germany kind of lost its nut at the beginning of the war. If you think about it, but it got. Yeah, I guess he has to go more crazy before he starts going insane again. I guess. But one German person, this is a few years after the war's finished, and he went back to Germany to see his old house. And he went back in, and there's a German person there. And he was like, "Oh no, that chair. It's my chair. It's my family chair." No, it's not. I brought it. No, it's my. He lifted up, family name.
Yeah.
And he started looking around. He just looked around the house, and the guy was like, "Mr. Blah Blah. I know. Why are you here?" He was like, "I just want to see my home." I mean, you're here for the gold. If you never show me, I'll give you 50-50. I'll give you a certain percentage of the gold that you've hidden, or the treasures you've hidden. And he knew what was up, so he just smiled and goes, "It's nice seeing the house again. It's nice to know it's intact," and walked away. He came back a year later. The house was abandoned. It's made redundant. It can no longer live in it. He took down every single brick, every single roof, looking for this gold. There was nothing. He destroyed his own home, looking for nothing that doesn't exist.
Damn.
It serves you right. Sorry, at that point, it serves you right. I mean, you could have given the chair. He went over and said, "Oh, that's my chair." It's like, if you're a decent human being, the way Germany was and everything else, I can forgive people buying a house that belonged to a Jewish person, getting all the furniture and everything else, and then someone coming back be like, "I live here and everything else, but I can help you the best I can." That's a fair thing. That's just the victim of the circumstances. It's an awkward situation.
Yeah, no, I can
for
see
two
that.
people to be in.
Yeah.
But the guy said, "Oh, that's my chair." He didn't even give it to him. He went, "No, it's not it's not your chair. It is." He proved it's his. He went, "Okay." He didn't say, "Oh, you could have it."
Yeah, well, I guess where's he going to put it? If he doesn't have a house, where's he going to put it?
No. This is 2 years after. He's settled down. He's got a new life now. I think he moved to Britain. He's got a new life and settled down and everything else, or maybe even America or anything else. The guy's settled down. He's got a new life and everything else. So he's got a house. He just wanted to see his old house again.
Oh, that's cool.
And he went to see his old house and he saw his old chair, and the guy was like, "Nah, I'm not going to give you this chair."
And destroyed his own house looking for gold.
Yeah, it doesn't make no sense, man. It's the harmless. You remember that these people were literally robbed of everything.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, they're humanity at the end of the day. Literally everything. Like,
but it's it's sad.
Have you seen when I went out to Poland? I remember there being There's a chair square where apparently like the last of the Jews in like the Jewish quarter got all rallied up. That this was like the last 100 or something. I think it was 104 Jews is what they said it was. It was something like that, and that was the last of them. They were like, "Oh, okay. You guys, we were taking you to this work camp," because they never said a concentration camp. Obviously, they said it was a work camp, and we're going to get you a new job. This is what you're going to do. And they all got taken there. And what everyone did, every single one of them was like, "We don't know where we're going, but we'll take a chair so you can sit down when we get there." And they all took it, and they all sat down in this square on their chairs, and like with not much else on them. And basically, when they all got to get taken to a train, they said, "Leave your chairs there." And there's like these big, like these statue chairs that are just sort of laid out. Obviously, it's not 104, but I think there's like 9 of them left, like to sort of symbolize what it just looked desolate, and a bunch of chairs left there as they were all taken away. And that was the last of that, the last like bit of like humanity that was left there, which is kind of mad. Out in Poland.
I didn't know that. That's quite a cool to put something there to tell a story for history and everything else. That's a quite cool. It's quite a good thing to put.
It is. It's nice, and especially because it's chairs. It's just like stone
it's
chairs.
Just a chair. It's just a
stone chairs in the middle of the square, and there's like one on each corner as well. And it's just like, you know, if you didn't know what it was, you just think, oh, it's kind of weird. Why is that there? But it's a really cool storyteller. I really like that. And there was oh, go on.
No, carry on. Sorry, I was
go on.
I was just gonna say that's I like that. That's a little note to history. Something that terrible thing that happened. That's a nice way to do it.
Nice little nod. Yes, there's also a doctor in the side that was like, oh, we want to. He was the one that would help the Jewish people, but it was a German pharmacy, and they looked after him. He would try and help them in any way they could. Like he was told not to supply medicine to them at all, but then he would go against the German regime, and his pharmacy was on the edge of that square as well, and he's been quite well known for helping Jewish people. And when they came back, it's still the same pharmacy. It was owned by the same person, and he sort of gave money to them, I believe. Yeah.
One thing that is interesting, talking about the state of the German mind and everything else.
Yeah.
There's during World War II, there was a place where basically during the war, it's not looking towards the end of the war, or about midway. Midway through it. If an officer turned themselves into the British and everything else, they'll take them, and they think they had certain information and everything else. They'll take them to a special house to interrogate them. It was in the middle of nowhere. There's no way they'll blindfold. They had no way to know where they were and everything else.
Yeah.
And it's just a little cottage really, and all they did was they couldn't. Was just talk to them. That's all it was. And they had people turning for themselves, like at the very beginning of the war. They had a German officer who was he fought in the French campaign, the Blitzkrieg and everything else. He was now in the Russian campaign, and he was fighting against. I think they were heading towards Stalingrad. I think they were heading towards, and one of his soldiers went missing. He was like, "What the fuck's going on here? This bastard, we need to get moving." Found him in a log cabin, off the grid and everything else, and he's just the soldiers murdered a whole family, the whole Russian family. Like there was a baby in the cot that had a bullet through it and everything else, and this officer was like, "What the fuck are you doing? We're soldiers. We fight. We're soldiers. We fight other soldiers. That's what war is. This is court martial. You're getting a court martial for it."
Yeah.
Now he expected that he would get the full degree that he thought that because this is the reason why he ended up returning himself, and he thought this soldier would get the highest punishment, like even when he gets shot. This is the most disgusting thing ever. He was back the next day. Damn. And he was like, "What are you doing?" He was like, "I got off." "How do you get off?" I said they're animals. I shot animals. You can't get court martial for shooting cattle.
Oh right, well you just said these people aren't.
No. He basically viewed these Russian people as animals. He was like, "Oh, I just shot animals. They're cattle. What's the difference?" And he got let off. And this soldier that he court-martialed got let off. And he was at that point he was like.
So wait, this was Russians shooting Russian people?
No, this was an German person fighting against the Russians, and he.
Oh, sorry.
And a German went off, and this is what happened. He was like, "I'm court-martialing. This is not right." Yeah. And he got off by saying, "No, they're just animals."
I mean, it's a weird one. I mean, in war, like, I know it's soldiers fight soldiers. I agree, but it's, I don't know. Like, it's got to be a different mindset completely. It's got to be horrible. That sort of stuff. Anyway, should we move on from World War II?
Yeah, shall we?
I was like, this sounds depressing as hell,
this should become like a depressing history channel.
Yeah, what's going on? Let's get off of this.
Actually, it's probably better than History Channel because we're not talking about aliens building the pyramids. So.
Yeah. We're actually talking about real things. Not how did this wind turbine break? It was clearly a UFO. I mean, I was gonna bring up something that I find really interesting, but it's also kind of depressing. So I was like, should we have another topic that's more
great.
more fun? Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Mario 64 this week.
Oh, that's nice.
That's fun. Yeah, I love Mario 64.
Yeah. You love
Speedruns.
speed runs. I
Yeah,
can't
man.
stand. The idea of rushing for a game is like, why?
I just love it.
Be
Like
chill.
beating
Enjoy it.
as quick as possible. I did a 70-star run and got under 2 hours today. It's my second ever 70-star run, and I was pretty happy with that. I always love my target for any speedrun is to be under double the world record.
No, it's never gonna happen.
I've been under double the world record on most speedruns I do now. I can do it on 16-star on Mario 64. I did it on Pokemon Blue. I can do 120-star under double the world record. So and then I know I'm a decent player. I'm much better than the average player. That's my level. So yes, like Pokemon Blue, it speedruns 1 hour 57 is the world record, and my record is 3 hours 23 minutes. So I'm under double. And that's my goal for any speedrun that I do.
Yeah, see that, mate. Yeah, the idea of it just does not please me. The idea is to sit back and enjoy the game, and you're like, fucking
Yeah, I'm enjoying it by beating it as quick as possible and exploiting the mechanics in every possible way.
Yeah, well, the thing is, you're enjoying it, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But the idea of it to me is like, it's the most unpleasant thing in the world. Like, someone says,
Yeah.
you have to beat this as quickly as possible. It's like, oh.
Yeah. Two different gaming things. I mean, there's some games that you wouldn't want to do that. Like Nier Automata, I think we've both played that. Just a beautiful game. No, I mean, the storyline is what you're playing it for. Like, the gameplay is, it's alright, but the storyline's phenomenal. Similar with, like, Last of Us. If you're speedrunning that, it takes joy out of the game. I would personally say. I'm sure people still do it. But I love the speedrun of most games.
Yeah. Do you have talking of Last of Us?
Last of Us 2?
Yeah. Have you played it? I've played a couple levels.
Oh, have you? Oh, you've got it.
Yes. Can we do a? How much do you know? Can I spoil it? Can I do a spoiler bit? Actually, I can't. I actually can't do a spoiler.
Yeah.
I actually can't do a spoiler bit. It's such a big thing. It's like, oh, no.
Yeah, I haven't played it at all. If anyone wants to, let's say by next week we're going to say something about Last of Us 2 if you want to go ahead with it, Sean. So let's say by next week either play it or we'll just say spoiler before it and then say skip 2 minutes or whatever. Let's leave it this week.
Fair enough.
Anyway, let's go back to the other thing then. The thing that I was going to talk about that was like bleh, a little bit depressing. But I was watching a documentary, all right? I think I spoke about it. Jeffrey Epstein. I found it super interesting that, the whole case that he ran like a paedophile ring. Then did he commit suicide in jail? Yes, officially. But people claim that it was a hit because he just knew so much on so many people. I'm not sure if I've spoken about it on the podcast before.
Spoke a few times, yeah.
A couple times. Anyway, Ghislaine Maxwell.
Why are you fascinated with this guy who does not deserve really to be talked about?
All right. The main thing that I'm going to say, I just find the whole story like intriguing, like how we got away with it for so long. Like, it's ridiculous. It's like a mastermind. It's James Bond villain style, It's horrible. But Ghislaine Maxwell was his right-hand woman. The second in command, the one that enticed women in as well, young girls. Sorry, it wasn't women, it was girls. Into the mansion for sexual purposes and other things. She was not charged for a year. What did this happen? A year and a half ago? She hasn't been charged and just went off the radar. This week, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, she has been taken into custody by the FBI and is being charged with crimes as well against these women, and soliciting and sex trafficking charges.
See, I know I like to take my time in video games and everything else, but when it comes to justice in America, you really do need to speedrun that shit. Like, seriously, like a year. It took them a year. Like, just speedrun it. Don't take your time and enjoy the storyline. No, just speedrun it.
That was so great. That was so
seriously,
funny.
just...
Oh my god.
It takes them so long to do anything. It's like, oh, this could be a bad idea. Should we do anything about it? Give it 3 years.
Yeah.
Then... maybe. Depends.
Yeah.
Are they white or black? They're white. I'll give it 5 years.
Yeah. So I just wanted to say That's great news. That is great news that she's been put into custody. And I'm a big up that.
About
she
goddamn
deserves
time.
So much. Yeah, about goddamn time, especially. But everyone was saying, this is what I wanted to bring up because I found this funny. She was put into jail, in custody, and about all the myths. Did Jeffrey Epstein kill himself? Was he hit? The news came out today. Ghislaine Maxwell has coronavirus in prison. If she dies in prison, I swear this is going to be a huge ruckus. If she has information on people and she dies in prison, this is going to look awful. This is going to look so awful for the US justice system.
Yeah. The thing is, it's a horrible state. It's like you got to keep this person, you got to keep this disgusting person that you don't want to be alive, just so you could basically just get.
I just thought if she dies, there's going to be an uproar. I mean, no, probably not an uproar. Probably no one will care that much. I will find it so intriguing that I'm like, how can, because so many people, like the circle that is enveloped in this, like the amount of people that should go to jail for what has happened, like the jet and the private island that Jeffrey Epstein run, which was a sex trafficking organization. So many people should go to jail for this, and she is now the last link to getting the rest of the people.
Oh god, it's horrible the fact we have to keep her alive.
Yeah, like we have.
Sorry,
I
don't. Yeah. Oh, it's such a horrible thing to say, but I mean, she's a despicable human being. Who cares?
Yeah. Why awful, but she's the only one that can testify for these other people, though. Really, she's the last link, and that's why Epstein is, theoretically didn't kill himself. He's killed.
I don't know when did America join the Geneva Convention? Because I think Barack Obama was the one who actually joined it. Because I was hoping, I'm thinking now, like, see, now would be a great time if you broke the Geneva Convention and just quickly torture to get all the stories.
Does torture work though? Does torture work? A big question.
Well, some of the time. I mean, if she knows some of the names, then yes, that'll give you more leads. So she'll cough out something.
Mate, this is like, I don't know what title we're going to use for this one. Currently, I've got torture, war, and sex trafficking. It's not going to get that many hits.
I thought we might get flagged.
Yeah, we're getting demonetized on all of these videos. God damn. We know sex works well in the title, but sex trafficking.
Just put sex, don't put sex trafficking. Whatever you do, don't put...
What, torture, war, and sex?
Just put porn. We talked about porn for a bit. Just put porn in there. There we go.
I love that. I think about the episodes as or the titles as we do them now. So I always find it so funny of just being like, what's clicking and what's not, and then I'm like, oh no, what is this?
yeah. I didn't think about the title. I was literally just treating this like a general conversation, and I've just realised how awful this might sound. Oh, never mind. I said I wasn't being PC, so there we go. This is the raw me. Deal with it.
This is Sean raw. Don't you all want to feel it? Oh, I heard. Oh, what was it? There's an awful chat line the other day that I heard someone say. They were like, "Oh, do you like drawing?" So I put the D in raw. I found it so funny. What a horrible line! It was like some internet cringe video.
No, I heard a horrible one.
Go on.
I'm jealous of your heart because it's pumping inside of you and I'm not.
Oh.
That's just like, I heard that and I was like, you don't use that. Surely. That's just, you use that and no one knees you in the groin, like automatically. Like, you don't even get a snap, just get a knee straight to the groin.
That is horrendous. Oh my god. Oh. Anyway, let's move on. I'm just trying to think of what else I was up to this week. Oh, I replaced my car battery.
Oh my god, you got a car again?
I've got a car. Yeah, my car works again. But I haven't driven it again since lockdown. So I went to go jump start it. We put the cable ties on, turned on the other car, turned the key in my car. Nothing happened. Legit, the dash lights didn't even turn on. Nothing happened. And we were like,
it was that dead.
So what do we do now? And then the RAC had to come out because I didn't know what I was doing, and they changed my battery for me.
Yeah, well,
so
Thing is,
car now. It works.
are you going to drive it anywhere?
Yes. I am planning on driving up to High Wycombe on later this week to go see some uni friends, and I can't wait. Obviously, it's social distancing.
Wait, you have friends?
Friends.
Do you pay for them like me, or you
Yes.
are these voluntarily friends?
Oh no, it's like our YouTube subscribers.
No racist.
Please don't ban us, YouTube. God, this is terrible. God damn. Mate, I was just thinking we were planning on trying to take clips out of each week as well. To like for people to
have
listen
fun
and do clips.
picking the clips.
I definitely want to talk about us naming the title. I think that's one of the funnier clips. No, stop! Get off your phone. He's looking at the football again. Who scored?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Is it in the first half still? It's got to be.
Yeah. It was an own goal. I was like, Kane? No, that's not Kane. It's
Kiani.
I was like, what?
Kiani. Oh, damn, own goal. Rubbish.
Mate, I'll take it.
Yeah, it's something, isn't it? You guys need to do so well. I mean, Man U looks actually on form, right?
They should be with the amount of players they've got and the standard of players they've got.
Yeah.
They should be.
This next few weeks, I reckon they're going to... I don't think you could catch, really. I think they're going to end up in the higher.
They need to get bad really quickly.
Yeah.
And annoyingly for Man United is that they've got a lot of very good players, which means that they can be bad and still win.
Yeah.
Which is annoying because I want them to be bad and lose and not win. It's
because you're 10th right now. You're Tottenham's middle table.
I don't think we're 10th. I think we're 9th.
You are definitely 10th. I'm looking at the kit right now.
No.
Burnley overtook you this week.
Oh, no. Really?
Yeah. Man United's 5th. So they're going to be in that European Cup that you were talking about.
Well, maybe we need to get to 6th to get into Europe. If in case Man City somehow don't get kicked out of the Champions League for for cheating, basically, then we have to get 6th.
Well, you're 7 points behind 6th place right now.
That's not a lot.
That's 2 wins and a draw if they don't win any.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. Thing is, this has been a weird season. No one's been good, really. Everyone's been completely
except Liverpool.
garbage. No, Liverpool will be outstanding.
Yeah.
Everyone's mainly been poor. The teams that have been in the top 4 have been better than average, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, I can't, who's in that? Leicester have been really good for a big part of the season. They were good. They weren't outstanding. I wouldn't want to say what a normal top 4 team would look like.
Yeah.
They've just been better than everyone else. That's all you have to be. But I mean, for that season,
it's been trash.
I've been so bad. I mean,
it's been I mean, I haven't watched any games. I like how I say they're trash. I haven't watched any games still. And I refuse to.
You've never been to a live match, have you?
Yeah, no, I have. I've been to a live match before. I went to Bayern Munich versus. No, wait, was it?
You mentioned this, haven't you, on the podcast?
You
watched like one of the 2 best teams, and you're like, I have no idea what's going on.
Don't know what's going on. I think it was Dortmund versus Real Madrid is the one I saw. I keep thinking it's Bayern Munich, but I think it's Dortmund actually.
Okay, Dortmund are a good team.
Yeah, but versus Real Madrid. So I went and watched that, and was like, I don't understand what I'm watching. But now I would actually I think I could watch a football match now, but I just won't anyway. Oh, should we do a Would You Rather, mate?
All right.
Yeah, I did think of them a touch before this podcast. I just thought of one that I thought was funny. A little bit lighthearted. So you ready?
No.
Okay.
I'm going ahead anyway. Screw you.
Damn right. Would you rather eat a bar of chocolate that tastes like poo, or eat your poo if it tastes like chocolate?
Eat a bar of chocolate that tastes like poo. I mean, it might taste like poo, but it's still a bar of chocolate. I'm not actually eating crap.
True.
I mean, something that tastes like crap. It's a difference.
Let's say it also looked like poo, and your poo looked like chocolate.
okay, so I'm eating something that looks like crap, tastes like
Yeah.
crap, but isn't
Yes.
crap.
Yes.
I'll still take the thing that isn't crap.
Gotta be rough though to try and eat that.
I mean, it's not crap though. It's chocolate.
That's
It's
true.
it's chocolate that looks and tastes like crap.
Yeah, but imagine trying to stomach that.
I mean, it'd be rough.
Yeah,
I'm not
sounds
saying it.
terrible.
Well, so what would you rather eat? Crap that looks and tastes like chocolate.
Can eating poo kill you?
I don't think it's good for you.
Yeah,
I don't think it's doctor recommended. Especially
It's probably slight. Oh god.
especially in the state of coronavirus, I wouldn't be like, so out of interest, is eating my poo a bad idea? Well, you know, the coronavirus is around, and regardless, just yes, it's a bad idea. Just never do it. Just never do that.
Yeah,
Is it-
it's probably
isn't
slightly
that what
worse than eating
cholera
chocolate,
is?
isn't it?
Is that what cholera is?
Huh?
Cholera? Cholera?
Cholera?
Outbreak? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Can you get cholera? Is cholera from drinking poo? Like it's getting in the drinking water, isn't it?
It gets in drinking water, but I think it's from poo. It's also from dead animals. If dead animals contaminate a drinking source, you can get something else that way as well.
Yeah.
Have you just googled is eating poo bad for you?
Yep. So, cool. Oh wait. All right. Firstly, a study has been done on this.
Oh man, I hope those people got paid well.
No. You're gonna love this. The study was done sort of accidentally by the Illinois Prison Center because their inmates were doing it. What?
Fair enough.
What?
I mean, seized opportunity, I guess, but what?
What?
I mean, so wait. They saw the inmates eating poop, and they were like, "Well, call the scientist, I guess." I mean, that's. Do you not think we should stop doing it? No, call the scientist. We need to find out what's doing to their bodies. Not good. They're eating poo.
So, let me read. I'll read you the statement. Eating poo is minimally toxic. So only minimally. However, poo naturally contains bacteria found in the intestines. While these bacteria don't harm you while they're in intestines, they're not meant to be ingested through the mouth. Did a scientist need to write that? Is that that just says it's not that bad, not meant to be eaten.
No shit.
That is ridiculous.
I mean,
Oh my god.
do you think our scientists go like, Professor, is eating shit really bad? Of course it is. It's shit. Yeah, but have you ever done it? Well, no, it's shit. Yeah, but have you ever eaten it? How do you know it's bad for you? Well, yeah.
Yeah.
No. Surely yes. Yeah, but we don't know until we do an experiment.
Yeah.
We don't know.
We don't know. I just want to
Do you
read.
think-
I've just read slightly more into this. Sorry.
Does it get better / worse?
It's so good. So eat side effects of eating poo. All right. Nausea,
Yes.
vomiting, fever, and this is the one I really like. Diarrhea. Which means you can't really eat the next batch.
Drink it, I guess.
It's now on
Just treat it
the
like, just treat it like hot chocolate.
Oh my god! I don't know why I'm reading this. My search
Get a-
history is going to be awful from these podcasts.
Get a flake, you know. Get a flake and some marshmallows. Boom.
Have you ever drank out those like Cocoa Pop straws? They have like chocolate on the inside. You like drink the milk up. Give it a little chocolatey flavour. I think I'm making Sean gag a bit.
Oh, that's horrible. This is disgusting.
Let's
Change the
move.
subject.
Let's move on.
The thing is, you thought this would be light-hearted. I don't know. Do I
That
want
was
to know
kind of
what's
funny
next?
though, wasn't it? That was the fun one.
Out of interest, what would you do? Would you eat the crap or would you eat the chocolate?
I don't know.
Would you eat the crap and get diarrhea?
Yeah, because I mean, at that point, I'm just like, I'm a bit ill, like vomiting.
Yeah,
I
but the
didn't
thing is,
eat
I'm gonna
Wait, no, I did eat poop. I didn't eat like what tasted like poo.
Yeah, but you did eat poo. I can go to you for the rest of my life. Hey, never have ever eaten crap.
And I'll be like, I thought it was chocolate. It smelled, tasted, and looked like chocolate.
And people are gonna think, what drugs were you on?
Yeah. I mean, for you would have eaten a poo-looking chocolate bar that tasted like poo.
I ate a really bad chocolate bar. A really, really bad chocolate bar.
Oh my god.
It's not poo. It's just it just looks and smells like it, but it's a really bad chocolate bar. I haven't actually eaten crap.
If we both took photos of it, I'd look the same one. That's the thing. It'd make you look much worse.
Yeah, I'll just go like, it's chocolate, and then be like, did it taste good? No, it tastes like crap.
And I'll be like, I ate a fine chocolate bar, and I'd lie about it for the rest of my life and try and block it in. Yeah, I don't know what one I'd pick. It was a terrible would you rather. I just thought I'd throw it out.
All right, go on with the next one.
Next one. Would you rather? I think I've done one similar to this in the past, and I wasn't too sure, but I was just like, I'll just throw it out there because I thought of it. Live for 1 year from today, or live infinitely. You actually can't die.
Live for 1 year.
Live for 1 year?
Yeah. Life would be boring if you live forever.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, it would be great for, let's say, 1,000 years. And then imagine...
To die. In the words of Peter Pan, to die will be an awfully grand adventure.
Like that.
That's so depressing and emo-y, but yeah, I mean... it's not just a phase, Mum.
No, I mean, that's kind of upbeat. It's an exciting bit.
Yeah,
it's not too emo-y.
I mean, the idea, I mean, right now, it's like, living forever seems appealing, but at the same token, it would get boring, wouldn't it? It would get so boring.
Let's say you die at the same time the last human dies. It could be, you don't know how long that's going to be. That could be next year. It could be less than the year.
Well, it could be by December for all we know. I mean,
yeah, 2020 is having a weird one.
It could not be soon at all. Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. You could be living, let's say 2,000 years. Let's say 20,000 years. We don't know when the last Homo sapien dies. You also die.
Okay, but what if a Homo sapien evolves into something else?
Yeah, no. So if everything else, if it evolves into something else and it's no longer a Homo sapien, it's now.
But the thing is, this is it. Changing something interesting. How would you know you've evolved into something else? How do you know you evolved into different species?
Science tells you. That'd be so funny.
Yeah. No, but how do you know? It's like WALL-E. Yeah. Like, in WALL-E, technically they've evolved beyond the thing that we'll call human. They're just fat blobs that can't use their legs and everything else.
Yes. So they've changed shape and skeletal form.
Yeah, but they still call themselves human.
True.
So how would you know if evolution is still always happening, constantly happening, and everything else? How do we know that we've evolved into a new species from what we've originally started off?
That's a good point. I think people were saying that, or scientists were saying, we will be evolving into something they wouldn't call Homo sapien, in sort of 500 years. It's like our backs would elongate even more, that to a point that the average Homo sapien size now wouldn't be the same.
Well, yeah, but if you look at people from the Middle Ages, they're smaller anyway. So we'd be getting taller anyway. So are we already a different species?
I think I remember reading this ages ago. This may be wrong. That they were saying that they think, how I remember it was 500 years. They're saying we would be changed enough that we'd be a different species.
Because it's got to be.
It'd be funny.
It'll be something. It's got to be something genetically. It's got to be something. Because normally a new species is identified by, like, a species break is identified by, like, something silly to, like, a bone joint being a little bit different, or a different DNA.
Yeah.
Which is difficult because, for humans anyway, it'd be difficult. How do you know what human DNA is so varied anyway?
Yeah.
At the moment, how would you know what's the standard human DNA? We don't know what's standard human DNA.
Well, let's say we can figure that one out, and if this does happen, when that last one dies, I was just thinking it'd be good if we like your body didn't know until a scientist told you. It's that you're like living like, you know, an extra 500 years, and they're like, wow, 500 years ago we actually weren't Homo sapiens anymore. And you just drop dead.
No. Can I like Thanos? Can I just like turn to dust? Like
Yeah. It's just when he disappears, and for 500 years, just
Mother-
whacked from his memories. That'd be so funny. Just be like, oh no.
Well, does it happen as soon as they discover it? As soon as they go like, as soon as someone goes, hey guys, actually we're not the same thing anymore. That's it. It's like, oh no.
Yeah.
I could literally be like, I could literally be there like eating a meal like, imagine me having and doing sex. Like, yes honey, yep, honey, where are you?
It's dust everywhere. Oh my god. That'd be funny. Yeah, exactly that.
Thing is as well, 50-50, when Thanos did the click, 50% of the planet died. That must have happened to someone. Someone must have been like having like a fantastic freeze, and then just 2 people vanished halfway through. Like you know, she's getting like, you know, the person's getting like roasted and everything else, you know, hog roast, and all of a sudden it's like, she's like, the fuck's gone? What the hell? What happened? I'm so confused. I like I'm focusing on that and not like on the people crashing from the plane and everything else.
Yeah, I was thinking, imagine the best magic trick performance of all time. Imagine the magician standing there, goes, and now I will disappear. He disappears, and half the crowd does as well. Like the other half are like, what's going on? Are you sick? How could that ever be topped? There you go.
Imagine, the thing is though, it's 50% of the population. What if he'll go and like literally he was just the only person in the room who disappeared, and everyone's going like, man, this guy's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, we're all thinking like 50% of a room and everything else, but it's not 50 of a population. So there's a good chance that there's gonna be someone in the. There's a good chance there's a house somewhere in the Marvel universe. Just no one died, no one vanished. They're just there like, eating noodles. They just walk out and be like, there's all those people out.
Yeah, it's kind of quiet right now.
It's a bit.
That'd be really funny.
Someone falling on planes all of a sudden. I mean,
there's a lot of incidents happening. A lot of car crashes today. God, what's going on?
Man, the traffic's terrible.
Yeah.
This is one person completely. I want that to be a movie. I just want the guy at that moment just be like completely oblivious to everything, and then right at the end when everyone comes back, it's like, oh, I didn't know.
What was the how long was the snap? I can't even remember. What's it? What do they say in the Marvel universe? Is it like 6 years or something past?
I think it was like 4 years.
4 years. Imagine just someone being oblivious for 4 years. That would be kind of funny. Like someone that like a hermit. You know, like those people that do like the doomsday things. They kind of come out and they're like, oh, it's a bit weird. And they like just stay in there. They don't watch TV. They wear their tinfoil hat. And then like 4 years later, population doubles, and he's like, it's a conspiracy. It's a government conspiracy.
Imagine if you're one of those monks who took a thing of silence and everything else. He's in a room by himself and everything else. And then just when he could talk, he goes, all gone. The whole thing's gone. Like, I could talk again. Everyone's, shit. It's like, I'm still alive.
Goes, did I time it wrong? Like he speaks and he just thinks like the god has killed all his friends.
Or like he stumps his toe, says the word shit, and then she just sees all his friends go around like, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I didn't mean it. No.
That'd be so funny. Like up in the mountains, there's literally no one else around at all, and he's the only one left in the temple.
These are the stories that Marvel need to film and
These
show.
we want.
Yeah, this is what should have been the end credit scene for the Marvel universe.
Yes. Oh, that sounds so good.
Not Captain Marvel coming down going, where's Fury? No, just people going, just people reacting to it and making it funny.
Yeah. Oh, that would be good. Like a in the extra credit scene on the DVD. That like a 20-minute footage.
Yes, see, that would be funny. To me, that would be hilarious.
I'd respect that a lot. I don't think they'd ever do it, but I would respect that. Oh, anyway, so would you die when the last Homo sapien dies, or live 1 year?
The thing is, as we watch the downfall of humanity, the thing is, at one point, would you lose your humanity?
I think very easily. Yeah, your mental state could just slip into an oblivion, right? You're just like living through like all these travesties. It could be horrible.
Mm. Thing is, as well, another question.
Go on.
How quick? If I said yes to The Last Human Dies, how quick do you think I'll become like completely mad with power? Like, haha, I am basically immortal until all human beings dies. Until then, no human being, nothing can kill me. Do your worst, world.
I
Like literally, just like just for
quick.
fun, like, just for fun, but like just for fun. It's like, and this is the great white shark. And oh my god, what's a guy? He's got a taser. What are you doing? Stop it, man! Stop it!
Just electrifying all the water, like going mad. Let's say you can't die, but
I can kill myself
no,
through stupidity.
You can't kill yourself either, but you kind of like respawn, but you're still injured. Like, let's say your skin can't like rip apart, but you could, if you just stood in a furnace, you'd basically be dead until you got pulled out the furnace, and then your body would like slowly like come back and be like, oh god.
Well, like Wolverine, but slowly.
Yeah. So if you like broke your leg, it's still a broken leg. like if you just ran in and got shot, like you're still heavily injured and you're like, I've been shot, but you just don't die
so
from it.
what if let's say for instance I go to a zoo and jump into the tiger reserve and just slap a tiger in the ass?
Yeah, it would start like
no-
biting you, crunching all your bones.
Yeah, let me finish. And
Yeah, go on,
no
sorry.
one can save me. It's pretty obvious I'm dead. No one can save me. They don't, and I just get eaten by the tiger.
Yeah.
Does that mean in like a certain amount of time from the tiger poop, I will just come out one day? Like that one day they'll be like, oh, there's a poop of a tiger, and the next day 2 hours it's just me going like, dude, I've had the worst day.
That's yeah. I like the idea of that. I'm thinking maybe your skin can't like rip apart. Like you could get like a bullet hole and like punch it, but you couldn't actually be ripped to shreds. So you couldn't like be eaten properly.
So basically, I have a tiger chewing my arm, trying to rip my arm off. It's like,
Yeah.
stop it,
Yeah.
stop it.
You're in a lot of pain and he's just yanking you around the cage and you're like, no.
Because the other thing as well is like, what happens if I end up being part of the food chain? Like, one animal eats me, then another animal eats me, then another animal eats me. Do I have to wait for 4 animals to die before I can basically re-erect myself? And like, is it like the Iron Giant where they're like, it's like a hand going like across the Sahara Desert, going like, God damn it, where is he?
Yeah, it was spinning screws. Let's say your skin can't be ripped apart. Like you can't. That can't really happen unless you got eaten by a whale. And then,
I would
you know,
still.
get eaten by a whale.
I know. I probably would still get a bit crazy with me. I think I would still go mad with power.
100%.
I'd be like, haha, do your worst, terrorists.
Yeah. It'd be funny because you'd be shot and you'd be like, oh, I'm in so much pain, you can't die. That'd be it. Like you'd immediately get shot. Like an explosion, you just get knocked miles in extreme pain, but you're just like, oh, I just can't die.
Like, I can literally just imagine someone like going, get down on the ground. Like, I don't need to go down on the ground. You just need to calm down, and then shoot like all the bullets. Like, son of a damn, god damn. Like, I put 62 bullets into you. How are you still alive? Don't worry about that. I'm in a lot of pain, man.
Yeah. Do you think eventually you would become sort of almost numb to the pain? Like you'd get such a high pain threshold? Mate, if you just kept
what
getting
if it ends
shot?
What if it ends up being a kink? What if I end up like going? What if I end up like going to like impose a dangerous situation? Like, what if I go to America, and obviously you go to a cop and just slap him in the face, like, go on, shoot me, shoot me, shoot me, just put me on the floor and strangle me till I can't breathe. Just do it.
Shoot me and call me daddy. Now that's the title.
Shoot me and call me daddy.
And on that note,
I want to say Black Lives Matter.
God. Wait, what did you just say?
And on that note, I want to say Black Lives Matter.
All right. Yes, agreed. Yeah, that was a weird ending there. Anyway, I think we should wrap up there.
Okay.
You good with that?
I mean,
oh yeah, sorry. Actually, wait. What was the
we running out of
decision?
time? Oh yeah.
We've got 10
Oh no,
minutes.
I'll still pick. Oh no, I'll still pick it.
Yeah, you pick a year.
Oh,
I think
right,
I'd
yeah.
go to the end of humanity.
Really?
Yeah, I think it sounds like banter.
Yeah, I think you wouldn't be a human afterwards. You lose so much of your humanity and everything else. You wouldn't technically be a human.
If I'm not a human, then I die. Oh no, wait, no. If I'm not a human, no. If it's the end of the
Yeah,
human
exactly.
race.
So you still live, but you end up becoming something else. I feel.
I'll be like Gollum.
I think.
Right.
My precious. Damn hobbitses.
Right, and then on that terrible impression that I'm sure it's gonna like anyone from the Lord of the Rings cast gonna listen to is like, that's awful.
Yeah.
It's the worst one ever.
I'm sure Orlando Bloom's right on our podcast.
For my listening from Isengard.
Guys, can we tweet this to Orlando Bloom? Can we get Orlando Bloom to listen to this podcast?
Mate, he's getting listened to us. He'd be like, I am ashamed of you, but thanks for the like.
Perfect. All right. I think we're going to wrap there.
All right, sweet.
Peace. All right. Thank you so much for listening. Hit us up on our Facebook and our Instagram. We are paying so much attention to those, and they're the best way to contact us. Give us ideas on what we're doing next as well. We love it. Thank you so much again, Sean, and everyone. We'll see you next week.
Boom.
Peace.